To start our conversation by celebrating all the men out there who are personal assistants. Actually, right now we are joined by Joseph Mathenge, who is the CEO of Africa PA. Now, personal assistants do play a pivotal role in the lives of corporate executives. And thank you so much for making time for us, Joseph. Of course, you're joining us from our City Centre studios. And even as we celebrate International Men's Day, my first question right off the bat is that, you know, this territory of personal assistants is usually something associated with women. Is that changing?
So much for giving me this opportunity, and also happy Men's Day today as we celebrate the international celebration for men's. Yep, good question. The role of PA has advancedly changed over time, and we've seen a lot of movement towards the digital transformation and also towards career growth of men taking up the role. And when we started this business development in terms of capacity building for personal assistants across Africa, we started to see more and more men actually taking up more senior roles when it comes to personal assistance and administration.
Else that is also, of course, affecting the space is technology, because you know there's so many apps, there's software options that CEOs, executives have to manage their diaries and a lot of other issues that the PA would handle traditionally. So is this really coming into full force in terms of competition in this space when it comes to such technological developments right now in Africa?
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the shifting dynamics when it comes to business development for people to grow towards personal assistant. And we're seeing a lot of movement during this particular fourth revolution of industrial towards computer revolution and now artificial revolution. So one of the key competences which is required is to have a personal assistant who can be able to adapt effectively towards the modern technology, and they're able to use that as their competitive advantage in moving towards being executive assistants and proficient in terms of what they do on a day-to-day basis. Is actually an enabler for them when it comes to business and what they do on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, and if we zero in on Kenya, you know, what is the current state of the support that PAs get in an organization, and really what kind of policies are they in place to especially protect and enhance their positions as well?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Most of the personal assistants currently within the sector, we're seeing there's a lot of movement towards them being professional recognized. And one of the key roles that ABMC is playing where I work at is to do professional development in terms of bringing them towards international standards where they can be able to benchmark just like any other professional within an organization, and they're able to deliver more exceptionally and be able to practice best practices that are being used internationally and in any global scenario to enable them be perfect PAs and being able to contribute to the bottom line of the organization when it comes to their day-to-day activities.
Okay, and as we talk about, of course, PAs, they go across so many different sectors and job descriptions, but also when it comes to things like legal and finance, there's a lot of jargon, there's a lot of technicality that they need to know. So how does one place themselves competitively in this space, in this day and age, so that they're able to maximize on the potential that is available for them?
Good question. The most important thing we are normally trailing most of the personal assistants across the industry is to keep updated in terms of the latest developments, be it in HR, be it in legal, and you'd find there are a lot of now career development courses coming out that we're able to deliver for them, and they're able to grow them in terms of being able to benchmark with their role of supervisors and the managers, so that they're able to support the bosses that they work under, and also contribute more effectively in terms of what they do on a day-to-day basis. So for them is to build upon what they currently have towards more internationally recognized qualifications. One of the qualifications we're currently doing globally is called the Chartered Personal Executive Assistant. It is an international certification that covers all key sectors of an industry or any segment of business.
Okay, and just before I let you go, of course, just your thoughts on where you see Africa in general going when it comes to the personal assistant movement, and how you see the next couple of years playing out for people within that space.
Excellent. What I would want to perhaps put as a recommendation going forward into the future is for the general public and mostly the associations and the authorities in place to take the personal assistant as a professional, just like any other professional out there. They are the key players in most of the organization, and they actually play a bigger role in terms of ensuring smooth running of business processes within any organization. So with us, we are currently running a 3-day program this week, and at the end of the week, we're doing a personal assistant awards, and it's actually going to highlight the benefits of someone being a professional personal assistant, and we're also giving them the limelight in terms of them being known as a professional within the African space. So we'd encourage most of the organization to look further to see how best they can be able to develop their personal assistant, nominate them for the awards so that they're able to be judged and be competent peers and be able to network and benchmark with other peers across Africa.
All right, thank you so much, Joseph, for joining us.